Okay, today we're going to take a look at the Wyze-Lock Bolt. This is a fingerprint and number pad, also Wi-Fi connected Bluetooth deadbolt. I bought this for my garage. We're upgrading some of the deadbolts around the house, and I chose this one. I already have some Wyze cameras, so I do like them. It's fairly affordable. I believe this one was on sale for $89. It has a fingerprint, auto unlock. You can add an emergency battery if the battery's dead. An anti-peep keypad, so it's stealth-like, I guess. You can connect it to your app. It's waterproof. And you can see your access history. Who comes in, who comes out, who unlocks the door and such. Okay, so this is the package it came in. And here's the model number. That's a WLCKB1. Okay, so let's open it up and see what we get. Okay, so we made a wise choice. And here's some other products from them. This is the quick start guide. "17 pages per language, it looks like. Looks like it takes 4 AA batteries. Okay, so we'll take a look at that when we do the installation. Comes with a template for the holes that you need to drill and the bolt and stuff like that. I think this will fit onto a standard door with a standard deadbolt. I'm gonna replace it and hopefully it'll fit properly on my metal garage door. Comes with Duracell batteries. Awesome. Don't have to buy new ones. Okay. Oh, it's quite heavy. It's got a good weight to it. Doesn't feel like light Chinesium. So we'll take it out of the plastic wrap, which is also surprisingly good quality plastic wrap. It's like soft touch or something. So it's quite sturdy metal. The buttons aren't too squishy and they have a firm, responsive touch. They click. I don't know if you can hear that. A little battery light indicator. Feels fairly premium, and this is your fingerprint there. Okay, so there's that. And this is the other side here. This is going to be the half with the motor in it that will turn the lock for you. Okay. Okay, so this is just kind of like a click on where your batteries go. Like I said earlier, it's 4 AA batteries. And I suppose, yeah, this will come in half. So you'll, I guess, screw this side to your door. And this is going to be your functions, time, battery, and stuff like that, and storage for your fingerprints and all that kind of stuff. And then the remainder stuff in the box, we get the strike, or the bolt, sorry. Looks like a pretty standard bolt. Oh. Okay. And your strike plate for the frame of the door. Comes with a cup cover, so it's just not a hole in your frame. And then the metal strike plate and a couple screws. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll set this up and we'll review it and see how well it works with a fingerprint and stuff like that. So this is the old one that we got. Pretty crappy old thing. Okay, we have our hole. Kind of ratty looking. Gotta clean up this door a little bit, I think. Probably gotta repaint it. That's what we have. Okay, so it looks like it doesn't quite fit right here. It's a little bit too close, but I think that's because the bolt here isn't sitting inside, so I need to trim out a little bit of the top there for it to fit properly. Okay, so fits a little bit better. Okay, so we've got our 2 screws on and our cable routed through. This is nice and flush. We'll put our screws in here and then we'll install our strike plate on the frame. So we'll plug this on. Let's get that in there. Hard to do with one hand, one second. Okay, so it's all the way on there. You can see that it's fit in. And we'll attach it to the door. We're going to use our 2 black screws to screw the battery holder, one there, and one down here at the bottom. Okay, so the case is on there. We put the screw here and a screw right there. And this is working. Put a couple screws here and here. And then we should be done for the door side. Okay, our screws are in. Let's peel this off. It doesn't look that great. It's a really old door, but there it is. Okay, we took our old latch off. Our old latch cover. We'll peel this. We didn't have room for the little clean bucket thing in there, but there's already a hole, so we'll use that. And we can close our door and lock it like that. So we'll put some batteries in here and we'll set it up. All right, we'll put our batteries in. And then the manual says just get the Wyze app, which I already have, and we will set up the Wyze home bolt in the app. Okay. It says don't put the cover on yet, but we'll see what happens. Okay, we get a beep. Yeah, it doesn't do anything, so let's go into the app and set it up. Okay, so once we're in the app, we'll hit the plus button at the top left and we'll select add a device. We'll go down to home and then at the bottom we'll see Wyze Lock Bolt. We'll select that. And I'm going to skip installation because it's already installed on my door. And then we'll push the button, wait for it to beep. We'll let go. It'll give us some more beeps. We'll go next. We'll allow Bluetooth access because this is how your phone connects to the Wyze Lock. It'll scan for it. While it's scanning for it, the Wyze Lock is going to flash on the keypad. Once it finds it, it's going to give you this connecting, and then connecting it to the cloud, and then finishing your setup. And now we'll close the door and lock it so that it knows its position because the way it detects the doors open or closed is with an accelerometer. Okay. It'll finish up. We'll give it a name, garage door. And I'll put in a code. This one's going to be pretty simple. And you can't use 1, 2, 3, 4. Down at the bottom gives you a warning. So we'll change it. Still simple enough. Don't worry, I will change it after this video. You're not getting into my house. So it gives you some instructions to copy it. Okay, now we've set our code, so we should be able to enter the code here and unlock it. So we'll all right, cool. And we should be able to push the button to lock it. Awesome. So unlock. Perfect. Okay, and then we get a permission request and how the fingerprint is stored and stuff like that for our fingerprint. So you have to consent to that. And then we'll set up our fingerprint. Pretty straightforward. It's just like an iPhone or an Android phone with a fingerprint sensor. You wait for it to beep, you push the fingerprint sensor a bunch of times, and you kind of rotate your finger in between each beep. And you can see the fingerprint image on the phone will fill up, and once it's complete, it'll say it's finished and give you a special beep. And now we're done, and it brings you to the home screen for your lock, and you can see the times it has been unlocked and locked and by which user. Obviously that's going to be blurred out. And you can see here when I lock it, it updates, within about 10 seconds, I find, whether it was locked manually or locked and by which user, who used the fingerprint, which passcode was used, and stuff like that. Or if the app was used, it'll tell you all the entries, all the unlocks and locks of the door. And this is what we're left with. Thanks for watching. Bye.